Hello, this is Jeffrey Steuben with the Cool Roof Rating Council. In this video, I'm going to be giving a brief introduction to the CRRC Online Rating Portal for member users. Member companies are those that are part of the CRRC membership but do not otherwise participate in the CRRC rating program. The CRRC Online Rating Portal was launched in April of 2018 and focused on licensees, companies that submit products for rating, and test labs that provide test data to the CRRC, and represents a modernization of the CRRC's rating process, replacing old paper and PDF forms. While most of the functionality in the portal is focused on licensees and labs, we've also recently added members to the portal. This will allow member companies to pay their membership dues and provide other information about their company to the CRRC. So if you go to portal.coolroofs.org, you'll be taken to a page that looks a lot like this. And let me call out a couple quick things before we log in. First of all, there's a frequently asked questions link up at the top, which may answer some of your questions if you're confused. And secondly, there's the forgot your password link, which you can use to reset your password if you're having trouble logging in. All right, let's go ahead and log in. In this example, I've logged in and it takes me to the company information page. And on this page, you can see the company name and membership status, as well as information about the contacts for the company, including the company website. In this example, I have two different contacts. The first one here is identified as both the billing contact and the member contact, and therefore will receive emails from the CRRC in relation to those topics. Next to each one of these icons is a little question mark that will show you additional information about what that means for those communications. And as you can see, I have a second contact here for my accounts payable department, which is only identified as the billing contact. So if there's an email relation to CRRC's annual renewals payments, those will go out to both of the contacts selected here. There's also a third option for a rating program contact. Currently, neither of these contacts are selected as the rating program contact because those will receive communications about changes to the CRRC rating program. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can go ahead and identify yourself as a rating program contact as well. You can also edit existing contacts by clicking on the blue pencil icon, which allows you to change names, addresses, emails, etc. You can also delete it with the trash can, and you can also add new contacts to this list as well. Now up on the left here is the accounts page. So let's jump over to that. Now accounts are actually different from contacts because these are user accounts which allow people to log in to the CRRC portal and have access to the same information as anyone else who's logging into the CRRC portal for your company. So in this example, I have two user accounts here. I've got my example, which is the one that I'm logged in as, and then I have invited another user here as demo. So I can go ahead and invite any number of users to have access to my portal account as well. So I can go ahead and do that if I want. I can also update the information for my individual login account as well as changing my password. And the third page that you have access to as a member is the invoicing page, which shows, as you might expect, invoices. So on here, we see that there are membership fees. This is essentially like a shopping cart, so you can select any number of individual items that have been included here and that are currently unpaid, and I can add them to an invoice. So I will select a billing contact, and I'll go ahead and identify my accounts payable department, and then I will go to generate the invoice. And that'll show me the subtotal and the billing contact, and then it'll provide me with two different options for paying this invoice. I can pay immediately with a credit card, which will include the transaction fee, or I can pay via another method, such as paying by check. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, which will display information regarding the mailing address for the CRRC Finance Office, as well as a phone number to contact if you have questions. So I'll go ahead and confirm that payment, which will now show me the final prepared invoice for this, and which I can print for my records if I want. And now when I go back to the invoicing page, I have unpaid invoices, and so none of the items are currently available. They've all been added to an invoice. And then once the payment has been accepted by the CRRC and received, then it will have a balance of 0 when it is marked as having been paid. So that's really the gist of it for CRRC members. The most important thing to do is to log in and review your information and make sure everything is correct. And the CRRC will be launching its annual renewals on March 1st of 2019, at which point you will need to log in and pay the invoices, pay the invoice items that are generated as a part of that process. So feel free to contact support@coolroofs.org if you have any issues, report any bugs or any other concerns that you have with the CRRC portal. And it's helpful to us if you are as specific as possible, so please include your user account, your company name, and very specifically what the issue that you're facing is.